Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's focus is loading indicator as we have done in the Vuetify application, as well as the type in text animation. Let's start with the most easiest one, which is loading indicator. Under components, create a new composable, call it loading indicator. It has only one parameter, is loading. If it's loading, we will show the component. Let's wrap everything with a card, elevation, card default, and elevation for density pixels. It consists actually of two components. The first one is the image, which stands for our logo, and the text, which is the application name. Let's give everything a padding of 10 density pixels. For the alignment, center horizontally, and for the arrangement, we will space the two elements by 10 density pixels. The first element, it's gonna be our logo. The second component, which is the text of our loading indicator, it should be the application name, title medium, font weight, bold. As we have done in the view tree, let's place the circular progress indicator at the top. That's pretty much it for our loading indicator. Let's run the preview. Let's wrap everything in a pocket good theme, fill max size. Let's put everything in the center. Loading indicator is loading equal true. Let's see the preview. We have actually to run the preview. This is because we can't see here the progress indicator moving. Let's run the preview. I think that looks good. Let's go to the last component for this video, which is the text typing, or let's call it typing text. Close this preview. The implementation of typing text in Jetpack Compose is way easier, significantly easier than Vuetify application. We have to provide for this component a text modifier. To make it more reusable, let's add the typing speed. 100, it's gonna be so slow. Let's do 50. Text style, local text style, that's current. Text alignment, and the color of the text. If you feel like those parameters are not enough for typing text, you can add your own. Basically, this is more than enough in our application. Let's initialize here a variable displayed text, is the text that's gonna be typed by animation. Again, you can do it with view model, but it's not convenient. In Jetpack Compose, we have something called remember savable that will survive configuration changes, like for example, the screen rotation. Therefore, we have to use remember savable. As soon as this composable is created, we have to launch the animation. Therefore, we have to do launched effect. For the dependency, it is full text. And let's initialize, first of all, the type text to empty string here. We have to split the typed text or the full text into multiple substrings. Therefore, we have to do for index and full text and indices. The indices basically return the range of valid character indices of this character sequence. It's gonna give us the index of the character for this string, and we have to construct the displayed text. The displayed text will be basically the full text, and we have to take, as I said, substring. The start of this substring, it's gonna be 0. The end of this substring will be according to the index plus 1, or the current index plus 1. In other words, I plus 1. Afterward, we have to delay this operation. We have a typing in progress. We have to pass in arguments the typing speed, and we have to define the composable that's going to display for us this text. Whatever text that is assigned here, it will be displayed in the text composable. And the whole thing is going to recompose and reassign a new value to display text. The text is basically display text, the style from the composable, modifier from the composable, the color from the composable, and the line height. Let's do, for example, in our case, 40 density pixels, text align, text align. Let's run the composable, or let's run the text preview. Let's wrap everything with pocket goods. Let's copy this colon structure from, let's say, the header, for example, or the loading indicator. Instead of loading indicator, let's do the typing text. Let's provide the first argument, pocket goods application, or Android application, and typing text or typing speed. Let's set, for example, 60L, body large, typography. I think that we have to run the composable instead of a normal preview. Let's open the device. So this is the typing animation. You can actually add more text to it. Let's use this typing animation, as I said before, in the header. In our to-do task, we need to add here the header. First of all, let's define a modifier. Let's add just a small padding with 12 density pixel horizontally. The full text from the string resource, it's called header text. The typing speed, let's set, for example, 40L. The text style, body medium. The color should be white in this case. There's a type mismatch here. We have to do, this is the wrong import. And that's all we have in the header composable. Now let's see how the composable is gonna look like under the preview. This preview, it's going to be interactive. A normal preview won't serve purpose. We have to run the preview. We need to assign the search query. So let's create a variable query. Let's wrap the whole thing in a box with a modifier with padding of 100. For the search input, let's define the composable, a normal text field. The value should be query. On value change, let's reassign the value to the query. The placeholder search, it is a single line. Text field, true. The shape of the text field, let's give it, let's say, for example, rounded corner with 25. Let's add a trailing icon. The colors of the text field, let's add here another modifier. Padding of 16 density pixel. And let's call here the fill max width with a fraction of 0.8. This is our search input. For the user menu, there is an error here in the search input. I guess that we have to specify the content description to null. Just a surface with the rounded corner, just like a circle with our username. I think that's pretty much it for the preview. Let's run the preview. It's a little bit down, but you know, it's in the center of the screen, but I didn't like what has. All right, so I think it's doable. So you got the idea here how the application is going to look like. So here we have to do vertical alignment, center vertically. I think it looks way better. We have centered everything vertically with this text field. I think instead of doing here to place the typing text in the center, we need to add just another modifier or the padding here, top of the text field. Let's say, for example, 40 pixels to create an extra space between the top of the typing text and the whole top bar. I think it's way better than the previous one. So we have just created a padding, 40 density pixels, to space between the top bar. In the next tutorial, we will build a custom text field because this is so huge and does not look good actually. I think that's pretty much it for our header composable. For the next tutorial, we will implement the last three composables, the page 404, as well as the progress button and our custom text field. I hope you liked the video. See you in the next one and happy coding.